How about a rock bet?
Big red lips and long blonde hair. Like the way you walk when you walk over there. Bum. All right. How you doing, folks? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report for Thursday, November 30th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Thirsty Thursdays. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the ATScalculator.com. All you got to do is log into the ATS Calculator. Let's go to that Thursday night game tonight between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Put in the ATS results, and survey says we got a home team winning big by 17 tonight. 44.6 is the total. That's how easy it is to use the ATScalculator.com. Also, today's show is brought to you by the 24-Hour Rule, a book I wrote this summer. You can get the 24-hour rule right now by going to Amazon.com or .ca, or easily enough, go to the website, go to Learn 24-hour rule. It's going to take you to the next page, and this is where you can see the content of the book, and it's all right here in the 24-hour rule. And again, my favorite chapter 14, the strength of schedule, big handicapping feature when you are handicapping, and it's an indicator I use all the time when I'm doing the Raymond Report and I'm handicapping my games. And if you go to the front page of our website today, you're going to notice some new inside the numbers features. And basically, we look at the sports betting market like we do the stock market, and we break down the analytics, and we give you the things where I find are important when you're handicapping a game, the percentage play. And if you look at the Raymond Report, I talk about it all the time, right? Let's say if I go to the Raymond Report right here, and let me go get, let me see here. Let's do this. Let's go to Learn. Let's go to the Raymond Report system. And then you're going to, I always talk about value, percentage play, performance cycles, player availability, and a money management system. And when you look at the Raymond Report now in this feature, we talk about the percentage play. I give you the forecast of the goals for the Chicago Blackhawks tonight against Detroit, their home and away record, how they do strength of schedule against A, B, and C type teams. And you can see the Chicago Blackhawks this year against the 60% or higher teams. They're 3-6. 2-2 against the medium teams, and 2-5 against the beatables. And if you look at Detroit, they're 4-3 against the A-type teams, 3-4 against the Bs, and 4-3 against the C-type teams. And we also give you the DMVI, what the daily market value index, what we think the line should be, and what it is in tonight's game. So you can see Detroit minus 208. We had the line at minus 140. So overvalued tonight, Detroit against the Chicago Blackhawks, and a recommendation of 4 units on the play against 0 recommendations for the Chicago Blackhawks. Also, we do not only the NHL, there's one for the NFL, the college football this weekend, and tonight's NBA. If you go today, there'll be 2 games every day that we break down. Tonight it's Portland against Cleveland, and then the other one down here is Detroit against the New York Knicks, and we give you the analytics, the measurables, so that you when you go into your handicapping, the measurables are very important when you are handicapping the game, right? You got to have a system, and what is your system? And your belief system in making picking winners.
I want winners.
And here at the Raymond Report, I just described to you the value, percentage play, performance cycles, and these are the big 3 of the Raymond Report. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you are located on the World Wide Web. My name is Ron Raymond, a 5-time sports handicapping champion based out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. If you want to learn more about the Raymond Report or ATSstats.com, check out the website, ATSstats.com. Come and learn about the Raymond Report. Come and get the free reports. In fact, just click on the free reports right here, and I'm going to show you one of our best features in the free Raymond Report matchups. If you scroll down to the bottom, these are some of the best stats and trends you'll get in the business. And you can see right here, the Dallas Cowboys as a home team last 4 years, coming off back-to-back straight-up wins. They're 10-1 straight up in their next game, 8-3 to the over. And these are some of the facts, just the facts, ma'am, that we give you here with the Raymond Report. And we have Dallas tonight winning 29-20, and I will break down that game in just a few more minutes. But let's get on with the show. We got a lot of NBA, a lot of NHL, and we got one NFL game tonight. And tomorrow, Gil the Thrill Melendez, Frogtown Sports, will be on the show. Couldn't make it on Monday, had an appointment, and he'll be here tomorrow. We'll talk about NFL Week 13, and Gil's been 2-1 the last, 4 or 5 weeks, so you don't want to miss that and see what Gil has on tap for us this weekend. Hey, you know what? If Gil comes on the show the rest of the year and hits 66%, yeah, we'll reserve his spot. Well, it's already reserved, but hey, We'll put a nice little bow on it right there. All right, hey, before we get to that, let's get to the horse racing, and let's go feed the ponies. It's the network. Show me the pearls. Show me the money.
Show me the money!
There you go. All right, we're going to post time right now. I think we're going to Aqueduct today. All right, get him in, get him out. Yeah, they'll be off and running today at Aqueduct Racetrack in New York. I believe that's Queens, New York, right? I think Aqueduct is in Queens. And in race number 1, it's a $25,000 claiming race. Post time today at Aqueduct is 12:20 Eastern, 6.5 furlongs on the dirt for the first race. And we are going to recommend 2 redheads in race number 1, 7-5 morning line on the number 2 horse, 2 redheads. And Manny Franco taking a ride on the 2. Number 1 horse, Bustin' Hot, L.R. Rivera Jr. taking a ride on the number 1 horse, Bustin' Hot, 5-2 morning line on the 1. And the number 4 horse, Proper Grammar, which I've used daily here on the show, E. Ruiz taking a ride here on the Proper Grammar, 30-1 morning line on Proper Grammar. And that's proper odds right there if it comes in at the wire. All right, so we're going to recommend 2-1-4 today at Aqueduct. Your value, your joker, wild play of the day is the 6 horse Dolce Serra, with J.A. Gomez taking a ride on the 6 Dolce Serra, and 8-1 morning line on this 6 horse. If you're going to play an exacta today at Aqueduct, going to recommend 2-1-1-4-4-6 exacta box. And if you're going to play a trifecta, 2-1-4-6-1-4 trifecta box. Always remember to box those ponies when you're betting them. And speaking of betting, you can bet the other races today at Aqueduct, races 1 to 9. That's right, we got 9 races today at Aqueduct Racetrack in New York. And why not use the Raymond Report tip sheet to go get some winners today using the Raymond Track Report. All right. And there you have it. That is your free tip sheet. And if you want more tip sheets, all you got to do is go to the website, atsstats.com, go to horses, go to premium tip sheets, and we do all the top North American tracks. In fact, we got Aqueduct is our free tip sheet today. Charlestown, Delta Downs, Evangeline Downs, I believe that's in New Orleans, right? Fairgrounds, Mahoning Valley, Penn National, Remington Park, not Remington Steel, but Remington Park, Turfway Park, and my home track in Toronto, when I'm there, is Woodbine. All right. Enjoy the ponies, enjoy the hopefully the winners, and don't forget to use our tip sheet. All right, hey, got a good show lined up for you guys here today, and like we always do, we go ring the bell, and let's go see what came into the markets last night in the NHL, NBA. Last night I went had the Rangers. I believe Rangers was my only NHL selections. I had the Phoenix Suns on the money line, and I also, my underdog play of the day was the Pelicans. So you know what? I'll take that. I'll take those type of nights any day. But let's go to the SBI, the Sports Betting Index, and let's go see what is going on in the markets. And again, if you follow the Raymond Report, you know you got to have your finger on the pulse of the markets, because what goes up must come down. Favorites don't win forever. They don't lose forever. But the best way to find the performance cycles for me is when I get these teams in the neutral cycle. All right, so looking at the NBA right now, you can see last night in the association, 5-2 for the favorites, straight up and against the point spread, 5-2 to the over. When you look at the 7-day average in the NBA, 68.1% of the NBA favorites have won straight up, 32% to the underdogs, but they've only covered 56%. So that's what, 12%, right? 12% difference. And if you follow the show and you know when there's those small odds, I keep keep telling you guys, if you just lay the extra juice, you'll win 20% more of your bets. And just look at the difference. Just look at the yearly difference of 69.7% of the favorites winning straight up compared to 52%. So what's that? 17% difference. And then what did I say? 20%. So we're in that ballpark. It all depends on the day you're betting them, right? Also, the overs in the NBA. Going to the under the last 7 days, we're in a neutral market actually. 53.4% of the NBA games last 7 days have gone under the total. 46.6 to the over. Let's head on over to the National Hockey League. Hey, let's go look at the NHL and let's see what has come in in last night's game. 2-1 for the underdogs. 3-0 on the puck line and 3-0 to the under. So when you look at the 7-day average, not like the NBA, 51.1% of NHL hockey teams winning straight up. And wow, they're not covering the spread. That's a tough one. When you're asking an NHL hockey team to win by 2 goals, man, it's really tough when you're playing. Just look at the favorites, 51.1% winning. So that's 50-50, right? Old Seinfeld episode, even Steven. And you can see that 63.9% on the puck line. And if you've followed the show, I've been preaching this since day one. If you're not betting the puck line, you're missing opportunities to make some money betting sports. But a lot of goals. Nobody, you know what? I don't think anybody plays defense in any sports anymore. It's all pillow fighting. 71.3% of all the games I've gone under. Actually, you know what? No, they are playing defense in hockey. 71.3% to the unders. And 28.9% to the over. So yeah, a lot of games I've gone under the total. In fact, look at this. The last time the overs took the day was November 20th. November 20th was the time that the overs really dominated. But 71.3% of the games I've gone under on the season, 52.7. And there you have it. That is your SBI Sports Betting Index today for Thursday. It is November 30th. All right. Well, let's talk about the what do you guys want to do? You guys want to do NFL first, NBA, NHL? You guys tell me, and I'll wait for the response, and then we'll go cash those tickets, right? But in the meantime, before I see if anything is anybody out there, don't forget to use the NBA reports and the NHL and the let me see here, NFL and college football this weekend, right? So we do have, and I'm gonna, I'll give out the college football computer picks. In fact, let's do that right now. Let's go to, normally Thursdays is Scottsdale, Arizona is watching. Show me the money for Scottsdale, Arizona. All right.
Show me the money!
All right, let's talk about the game between New Mexico State and the Liberty Flames. The Flames 11-point favorite, 56 is the total. I got the Flames winning this one, 34-21, the over-under at 55.53. So we do have that game staying under the total. Chances of winning, and we do have 8-game win streak for the Flames, and they're on 5 days rest. Both these teams on 5 days rest, so we do have Liberty winning that one. All right, the Pac-12 game. This is a rematch earlier this year. Oregon Ducks taking on the Washington Huskies. The Huskies, a 9.5-point home underdog in this spot, and 65.5 is the total. And we do have the Ducks winning this one Friday night. This is a Friday night lights game, and it's 37-27 for the Ducks. And we got the over-under landing on 64.5, so a hair under the total of 65.5. And looking at the last 5 for both these teams, they're both coming in hot, 5-0 straight up. But one team is covering the spread, the other team is not. Oregon 4-1 against the point spread the last 5, while the Huskies 1-4 in their last 5 games. And you know what? Against the Washington State Cougars, that was a tight one, 24-21, where the Beavers lost to the Ducks. 31-7 was the final in that one. All right, Big 12 matchup. You got Oklahoma State taking on the Texas Longhorns. And, my good friend Daryl and his other brother Daryl got me on the Longhorns on a futures ticket this year. So let's hope they win this one. -15 is the line. That's a big line. 55 is the total. We do have the Texas Longhorn. I'm always amazed on how close the computer pick is. 35-20 is the final. And we got 56.08 points to be scored. So we do anticipate this one going over the total. And looking at the last game, Texas Longhorn took care of business against the Red Raiders of Texas State Tech. 57-7 was the final, while the Oklahoma State I think that game went in overtime against BYU. 40-34 was the final. Too close for comfort, but the Cowboys, how about them Cowboys, got the job done. All right, Miami taking on Toledo. I believe that'll be the Mac Bowl, right? And that normally is played in Detroit. Is this the Mac Bowl one? Toledo taking on the Miami Redhawks, and we got the Rockets winning this one 22-16, the over-under at 39.7. And looking at some of the numbers right here, both these teams are pretty hot coming in. A bullish against A bullish. And 4-1 against the point spread for Toledo, while the Miami Redhawks 3-2. All right, Boise State taking on UNLV, and UNLV's been a good ticket for me this year. I've been betting them. If you're a Raymond Report member, you know I've been betting those guys a lot. Rice, Georgia Tech, there's a handful of teams that I just Missouri. Those are the teams that I really rode really good this year. Minus 2.5 is the line here on Boise State. 58.5 is the total. And I do have Boise State winning this one in a tight one. 28-26, the over-under at 55.4. And SEC championship matchup. Hey, we'll see if there's a Hail Mary at this one at the end. Alabama taking on the Georgia Bulldogs. The Bulldogs coming in as a 5.5 point favorite. 54.5 is the total. I got the Bulldogs rolling tide here. 28-25, the over-under at 53.6. And if Alabama wins this one, it's going to throw a wrench in everything for the championship playoffs. All right, I got SMU taking on Tulane. I got the Green Waves winning this one, 26-21, the over-under at 48.3. App State taking on Troy Trojans. I got the Trojans winning this one, 27-23, the over-under at 51.4. Florida State taking on Louisville. ACC championship right there. Minus 2.5 is the line. 47.5 is the total. And I do have the Seminoles beating the Louisville Cardinals by 1. 24-23, the over-under at 48.2. And we do like that game to go over the total. And your Big Ten championship. You know what? This is these are always tough games for Michigan or Ohio State, right? That the game is always so big, right? The Michigan, Ohio State, and then you got to go play next week in a championship game. But the good news is the other division in the Big Ten is not that very competitive. In fact, Iowa, all they do is play defense. Hey, when the totals are in the 20s most of the year, you know that they're anemic on offense. And we got to fix this. It might be a 9-7 game, but I doubt it. That's because the total is so low. That's why the forecast is low. But we do have Michigan winning this one this weekend against Iowa State. All right, let's do the NFL game for tonight. And then we'll go right into the NBA and the National Hockey League, and we'll see what we have on store here tonight. In store, let's see NFL, and let's see if who the computer likes here for tonight's game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys are rolling into this one on a 3-game win streak and against the point spread. Last 5 games for the Cowboys have gone over the total. Seattle Seahawks coming in on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a 31-13 loss to the 49ers, while Dallas beat Washington on Thursday night, Thanksgiving, 45-10. Tonight, the line is 7.5. 47.5 is the total, and we have the Cowboys winning by 9 tonight, 29.8 to 20.1. The over-under landing on 50.03. So we do see this game going over the total. And looking at the Seattle Seahawks last 5 games, 2-3 straight up, 1-4 against the point spread, 3-2 when it comes to the over/under. And for the Dallas Cowboys, they are 4-1 straight up and against the number, 5-0 to the over. My line on tonight's game, I had Dallas at minus 5.81, and you can see they're overvalued tonight at 7.5. And I had the Seahawks at 5.94, and you're getting plus 7. So which Seattle Seahawks team is going to show up here tonight? And if you look at the strength of schedule, anytime Seattle's on the road against those A-type teams with a 60 or higher win percentage, they haven't fared well. 2-8 straight up, 2-8 against the point spread, 4-6 to the under, while the Cowboys 5-3 straight up and against the point spread against B-type teams at home, and 3-5 to the under. So, it's all going to depend on here tonight which Seattle Seahawks team is going to show up. And Geno was a little bit banged up in his last game against the 49ers. That was a tough game. Whenever you face those A-type teams, the Eagles, 49ers, you're going to be banged up. And I just don't see Seattle how they can compete here tonight. Looking at their, especially without Kenneth Walker, their running back, he's doubtful for this evening. Seattle's rolling, Dallas is rolling on all cylinders right now. The Cowboys, they're 5-0 straight up and against the point spread at home, 4-1 to the over, while the Seattle Seahawks, 2-3 straight up and against the point spread on the road, 1-4 to the under. They are 4-6 in Big D in their last 10 visits, 5-5 against the point spread. And you know what? It's going to be a tough task here for the Seattle Seahawks. Any home favorites on 6 days rest this year, they're 43-19 straight up in their next game, 34-27-1 against the point spread. And for the Dallas Cowboys, they are 3-0 straight up and against the number on 6 days rest as a home favorite. I don't know how Seattle competes in this one here tonight. Man, it seems like they're running out of gas here coming down the stretch, right? So I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys here tonight. I'm not going to lay 7.5 though. I don't like laying that much, and I'm not paying $526 to win 100. So that's I like if I were to play this, I do like Dallas, but because of my rule of thumb, I don't like to lay points, especially this this many points. Maybe the total is where you want to lean, right? Maybe the under is where I would lean here tonight. Chance of winning this game straight up is at 82.3%. The chance of covering, if you're a law of average player, 14% for Dallas, 77%. And that's just because the law of average theory is this. What goes up must come down. A team can't win forever, it can't lose forever. And the higher this team here wins against the point spread, the lower the chance of covering in the law of average theory goes down, right? The Kogo tonight, the chance of this one going over the total is at 29%. So if that means 81% chance of going under the total, so I think under is where I would lean here tonight. I don't know if I like the Seattle's chances against the Cowboys, who are really rolling nicely right now. Dak Prescott playing some really good football, and you know what? Look at all the unders over here. So I think the under is where I would lean here this evening, and I would go under the total between the Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks, and that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
All right, so I do like the under here tonight. I think Dallas does win. Unfortunately, the total, you know what? Let's see what the calculator has. Oh, I told you guys, 44, right? 44.6, and what's the total number in that game? The total number is, where is that? Did I already lose it? Let me see here. Oh, here it is. All right, 47.5. So the computer forecast has over. ATS calculator has under. I'm going to lean with the calculator. Let's go under the total tonight in Big D, in Jerry's house, right? All right, let me see here. Let's go. Let me see. NHL, NFL, NHL, college basketball, college football. Yeah, I don't do college basketball. Sorry, guys. Let's go to the let's go to computer picks. Let's go to the computer picks, and we'll do the NBA first, and then we'll finish it off with the National Hockey League. Oh, no, one wrong. That's the Raymond report. Let's go to computer picks. Let's go NBA. Okay, where's my times here? Come on, Ron, get on the ball here. All right, speaking of ball, let's go to Cleveland and have a ball with the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Portland Trailblazers. Trailblazers coming off a 114-110 victory in the last game against the Pacers. Pacers are a really good basketball team this year, so a bit of an upset there. Cleveland Cavaliers, they won 128-105 against the Atlanta Hawks. They're on a 2-game win streak and a 2 ATS win, while the Portland Trailblazers, they've covered the last 3 games. They're playing on 2 days rest, while Cleveland's playing on 1. The Portland Trailblazers 5-12. Holy cow, 5-12 in the season. Hey, do you think they missed Damian Lillard?
Holy cow!
Yeah, just a little bit. Strength of schedule though, they're playing a lot of tough teams. 65.3, 44.9 for Cleveland. I got the Cavaliers winning tonight, 115-106. The over/under at 222.25. So we do have this game flying over the total, and we're going to give the Cavaliers a 68.7% chance of winning. And the VI has the Cavaliers at -5 value index. That's what VI stands for. So what I do is I take the daily American value index and I compare it to the bookmakers line to see if I got value, undervalue, or a fair market value in the price. And tonight we are betting into an overpriced Cavalier team. Detroit Pistons taking on the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks, a 13.5 point home court favorite. 218.5 is the total. Pistons, though, coming off a 133-107 loss last night to the Lakers, while the New York Knicks last game, a 115-91 victory over the Hornets, and we do have New York winning tonight, 115-104, the over-under at 220.21, and we're going to give the New York Knicks an 84% chance of winning compared to 15.8 for Detroit. Detroit, man, wow, I just saw that.
Holy cow!
Pistons on a 15-game losing streak. Hey, misery. Company loves misery, and man, that's not good. That's not good if you're a Pistons fan, right? And yeah, so we do have the New York Knicks winning tonight. Pacers off that loss to the Trailblazers. They're gonna be in a nasty mood, and Miami losing that in-season tournament game against the Milwaukee Bucks the other night, 131-124. I got the Heat losing to the Pacers tonight, and look at that. The Pacers a 1.5 point road underdog in this spot, 116-115, the over-under at 231.9. So we do have this game going under the total, a 43.7% chance of winning here on the Pacers compared to 57.3 for the Heat. The Heat right now in the last 10 games, 6-4 straight up, 6-3-1 against the point spread, while the Pacers, they are 6-4 straight up, and 90% of the Pacers' last 10 games have gone over the total. Your Kogo on tonight's game between the Pacers and the Heat is sitting right there at 42%. Again, Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. All right, Brooklyn Nets taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Brooklyn's last game against the Raptors, 115-103 was the final score, while the Charlotte Hornets, they lost to the New York Knicks, 115-91. Tonight, Brooklyn an 8-point favorite. Brooklyn 9-8 on the season, 6-4 straight up in their last 10, 6-3-1 against the point spread, while the Charlotte Hornets, they are 3-7 straight up, 2-7-1 against the number. And looking at the value index, I had the Brooklyn Nets listed at minus 2.5 on my value index, and tonight the Brooklyn Nets overvalued at minus 8. But again, just going back to that pizza analogy, do you want that 2-for-1 pizza for $5, or do you want that $40 pizza and with, you know, take time to get it, but it's a valued pizza, right? Minus 8 is the line, and I got 119-111. Look at that, right on the number on the computer pick. 231.1 is the total, and we do have that game going over the total, and Brooklyn coming in on a 3-game straight up and ATS win streak. And the Charlotte Hornets, they've lost their last 3 against the number. In fact, against the number, 2-7-1 against the point spread. So something's got to give here tonight, and we'll see if it's going to go in the favor of the Brooklyn Nets. But you know what? It's going to be tough. I got 119-111. All right, the Atlanta Hawks taking on the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs, just like the Pistons, they're riding a 12-game losing streak, while the Atlanta Hawks got spanked against the Cavaliers the other night, 128-105. And I do have the Atlanta Hawks, a 7.5 point favorite this evening, 245.5 is the total. And I do have the Hawks winning on the road in San Antonio, 127-117, the over-under at 245.13. So we do have this game staying a tad under the total. Just amazing how close these numbers are when it comes to the computer picks. It really is. You know, 245.5, and we got 245.1. LA Lakers taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder, a 6.5 point favorite here this evening. You know what? Thunder's been one of the best teams covering the spread this year. If you go to the Rain Report, go to your dashboard, and once you get inside your dashboard, go to the standings page, and then go to NBA, and you're going to see that the Oklahoma City Thunder, I think one of the top teams covering the point spread. I thought they were. Hang on here. Go to the ATS. There you go. Number 3 in the league, 12-4, 12-3 for Brooklyn, and the Orlando Magic, 13-4. Your number 1 team covering the point spread, and that's why you look at the numbers, right? You got to go inside the numbers, and winners win. At the end of the day, winners find ways to win, and let's see if they find a way to cover the spread. In fact, I want to see something here on the. Let me go back here, dashboard. I want to see how they do as a favorite. Oklahoma. It seems to me like, you know, some teams get into these favorite roles and they're not the same type of team. I want to see if that affects the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, let's go back here. View now. And let's see the Thunder. All right, so as a home favorite this year, 4-1. Straight up, 119-105 is the final. Home underdog, 1-3 is a home underdog. Wow. Straight up, obviously, right? No, let me see. I want to do Let's go back here. Let's go to Super Database. Let's go to NBA. Okay, let's do Oklahoma City. Let's do home or away. Actually, you know what? No, let's just do a favorite current season. I don't know why it does this. Five and 2. Okay, hang on here. What was an underdog? Okay, that's not good. Oh, I didn't put current season, that's why. All right, current season. I gotta fix this. All right, there we go. Yeah, so as an underdog this year, 6-2-1. Very good. All right, let's take a look here. We got Oklahoma City, a 6.5 point favorite tonight. 231 is the total, and I got the Thunder winning this evening. 117-113, the over-under, landing on 230.88. So we do have this game going over the total, and we're going to give OKC a 47.6% chance of winning. Looking at the last 10 games, 7-3 straight up, 7-2-1 against the point spread, and I had Oklahoma City -3 on the value index. And if you like the Lakers, you're getting really good value at +6.5. Lakers played last night, and I'm not sure how they do in back-to-back game situations. In fact, if I go to the Raymond report, it should tell me. Go to the dashboard, and let's go to NBA, and let's see how the Lakers do in back-to-back games this season when they played the night before. And let's go here. And the Lakers are... Oh, they haven't been in this spot. But NBA teams this year playing in back-to-back games, and they're 6.5 to 9 point road dog. Yeah, 1-7 straight up, 3-5 against the point spread, 3-5 to the over. So, just don't like laying that many points with, very good Oklahoma City. I think Oklahoma City is one of those teams where you want them as a dog, right? 117-113 is the final. Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls 2-8 in their last 10 games, 3-7. Yeah, they're struggling right now.
Struggling.
Big time. Milwaukee Bucks, 8-2 straight up in their last 10, 6-4 against the number. They're an 8-point favorite here this evening. I had them listed at -5.7. So we do have the Bucks winning tonight. 115-106, the over-under at 221.8. So we do have this game going under the total. And Milwaukee coming in on a 3-game win streak. 13-5 to the over this season, and 7-3 to the over last 10 games. And the Chicago Bulls, they got to start putting it together. They're on a 5-game losing streak. Minnesota Timberwolves, 13-4 on the season. They're on a great run right now. -10 is the line. 2-game win streak, 8-10 the last 10. And you can see the Timberwolves, a 10-point favorite. I had them listed at -5.7, and they're overvalued tonight against the Jazz. The Jazz coming off a loss last night against the Memphis Grizzlies. 105-91 was the final in that one. And we do have the Timberwolves winning tonight. 116-107. The over-under at 224.2. So we do have this game going over the total. And the last 3 games for the Jazz have gone under the total. And your final game of the night is going to be the game involving the 8-10 Golden State Warriors. A little disappointed in the Warriors this year, right? 8-10, but maybe they're starting to get old in Oakland right now. LA Clippers, they're in their last 10 games, they're 5-5. They are a 5-point road underdog this evening, and I do have the Golden State Warriors winning 118-112, the over-under, landing on 230.6. And let me see here. Just want to make sure I got the Clippers. Yep. All right. So 230.6. So we do have that game going over the total. And looking at some of the numbers right now, both these teams are really struggling to cover the spread. In fact, Golden State 2-7-1. I had them listed at -7.5 tonight, and you can see that they're a 5-point favorite. So undervalued tonight against the Clippers, but you're getting a lot of value here on the LA Clippers. How's their injury report, though? Let's go take a look at the lineup, and let's see if there's any notables will be out of this lineup here this evening. Go to injury report, and let's see. Oh, wrong one. Hang on here. Oh, no, that's not the one I want. I want this one. All right, let's go to the Clippers. Stormer Norman Powell. When's he going to be back? Okay. That's maybe tonight. Okay, so he might be back. And let me see here. Arden, George, McCann, Leonard. All right, so we're looking pretty good in the injury department. So I do have 118 to 112. Yeah, a little chalky at -5, and so I think it'd be too expensive on the money line. What's the money line? 207. Yeah, maybe I'll pass on that one. All right, there you have it. That is your NBA report today for Thursday, November 30th, and hopefully you guys hopefully you have a good winning night betting the National Basketball Association. All right, let's go to the NHL. Hey, let's go around the horn here. Hey, let's do a little bit of NHL action right now. A lot of games on the circuit tonight. Go Sens go. All right, here we go. We'll kick it off in the La Belle Province, the Bell Center tonight in Montreal. The Florida Panthers off a 2-1 loss. Was it actually, you know what? Florida, 2-1 loss to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Was it a loss or a win? I thought they won that game. Can't remember. Wait a minute. I thought they lost that game. I'll have to, let me go see now. I got to go check. Schedule. That was Monday night, wasn't it? Tuesday. Maybe it was Tuesday. Oh, no. Toronto did win. All right. Toronto won. 2-1. Yeah, for some reason I thought Florida. I know they beat Ottawa the night before, but looking at the line, wow, -227 is the line, 6.5 is the total, and we do have the Panthers winning tonight, 3.4 to 2.7, the over/under at 6.18. So we do have this game staying under the total. The Habs coming off a 4-2 victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets last night. Tough spot for the Habs here tonight. They got to go in back-to-back game situation, and are playing a very good Florida Panthers team who's 13-9 on the year, 6-4. Right now on the last 10. How are they doing on the road this year, though? Let me go check the Panthers on the road. Let's go to our rain report, and let's do this. Let's go NHL, and let's go to that game between the Habs and the Florida Panthers, and let's see what the survey says. And survey says Florida on the road this year, 6-6. Yeah, they're better at home. So a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde syndrome going on here. Not that great. In fact, Montreal is only 2-8 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings against the Panthers. So some reason Montreal really struggles against the Panthers. 3.4 to 2.7, the over-under at 6.18. All right, Toronto Maple Leafs going to host the Seattle Kraken tonight at the Scotiabank Arena. The Maple Leafs a -175 favorite. I had the line at -200, so you're getting a little bit of a discount on the Buds here tonight. Seattle Kraken last game, a 4-3 loss to the Chicago Blackhawks. I had them listed tonight at +132. And we do have the Leafs winning this one, 3.5 to 2.7, the over-under at 6.35. So we do have this game staying under the total, and we're going to give the Toronto Maple Leafs a 64% chance of winning compared to 38.5 for the Kraken. And looking at the Kogo sitting right there at 48%. All right, take a bank loan out if you want to bet the Bruins tonight. -500 is the line, and 5.5 is the total. I got the Bees winning this one, 3.07 to 2.6, the over/under at 5.72. Yeah, San Jose not going its way this year, 4-17 on the year, while the Bruins, they're 14-7 on the season, but only 5-5 last 10. They're on a 3-game losing streak, so just what the doctor ordered for the Bruins tonight. And you know what, though? Could be an upset. Hey, if the Bruins are playing this bad, San Jose, who am I kidding? 4-17 next. All right, Pittsburgh Penguins, Tampa Bay Lightning, -143 is the line, 6.5 is the total. And we do have the Lightning coming off that 3-1 loss to Arizona the other night. Winning this one, 3.5 to 2.9, the over-under at 6.45. This game will be played at the Amalie Arena tonight in Tampa Bay. And the last 6 games for the Penguins have gone under the total. They are now 10-11 on the season, and Tampa Bay 10-13. So who would have thought the Penguins and Tampa Bay, both of them would be coming in on a losing season record? All right, looking at New Jersey taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. New Jersey 10-10 on the season. Man, that looks like a tough 10-10 to get to, right? They had a really slow start this year. Still slow. 4-6 in the last 10, while the Flyers 6-4. And Philly 11-11 on the season, and I do have the Devils winning this one tonight at the Wells Fargo Center. 3.6 to 2.85, the over-under at 6.52. So we do have this game going over the total, and we're going to give the New Jersey Devils a 63.6% chance of winning compared compared to 37% for the Flyers. Chicago Blackhawks taking on the Red Wings. Red Wings losing a tough one last night. Got scored on. They were winning that game 2-1, and then the Rangers tied it 2-2, and then they scored with about 4 minutes left to win that game. And tonight they're a 2.08 favorite against Chicago. 6.5 is the total. I got the Red Wings winning this one. 3.6 to 2.9, the over-under at 6.51. Chicago 3-7 in their last 10 games, while the Red Wings 5-5. And looking at the value index, I had the Red Wings at -140, overvalued tonight at -208. New York Islanders taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. The Canes a 185 favorite. They are 13-8 on the season, 7-3 in their last 10 games. So playing some good hockey there for Rod the Bod Brindamore. And for the Islanders, 3-7 straight up. And we do have the Hurricanes winning tonight, 3.1 to 2.6, the over-under at 5.8. And looking at the Kogel, sitting right there at 52%. Edmonton Oilers taking on the Winnipeg Jets. I got the Oilers beating the Jets tonight, 3.5 to 3.03. And don't look now, Edmonton coming in on a 3-game winning streak. So fired the coach, and things are turning around just a little bit here for the Oilers. And they are now 8-13 on the season, while Winnipeg 12-9. They're coming off a 2-0 loss to the Dallas Stars. And Winnipeg, look at what's their over-under record, 4-6 last 10. 10-11 on the season, while the Edmonton Oilers, a lot of high-scoring games, 14-7 to the over this season. Minnesota Wild taking on the Nashville Predators. The Wild with a new bench boss behind the bench. Yeah, John Hines now the new coach for the Minnesota Wild, and Emerson is now gone. Everson, and so 2.89, 2.65 favoring Nashville tonight against the Wild. Nashville coming off a 3-2 win over Pittsburgh, and tonight we do have the Preds winning. They're on a 6-game winning streak right now. The last 3 games have gone under the total. And looking at the Wild, that's why they made a coaching change. 3-7 in their last 10 games, while the Preds are 6-4. I had Nashville listed at -159 on my value index, and you can see that they're at -118 this evening. So if you like Nashville, you are getting fair market value on the Predators. All right, let me just check something out here. And there we go. All right, let me see. Next game, Buffalo taking on the St. Louis Blues. And the Blues coming in this one off a 3-1 loss to the Minnesota Wild, while the Buffalo Sabres, they beat the New York Rangers last game. That was 2 days ago. 5-1 was the final. And we do have the Blues winning tonight, 3.5 to 2.8, the over-under at 6.4. In fact, I want to see how Buffalo does in Minnesota. So what's Buffalo's record in Minnesota? Buffalo, St. Louis, and let me see here, 3.5, and their record in Minnesota. Wow, 1-9. All right, I knew there was something I wanted to double check on there. There you go. Watch out if you like the Buffalo Sabres tonight. 1-9 in their last 10 trips to the old Kiel Center. All right, 59.5% chance of winning here for St. Louis, 39.1% for the Buffalo Sabres. I got the Avalanche beating the Coyotes, the Yotes, 3.8 to 2.4, the over-under at 6.29, and we're going to give Colorado a 75% chance of winning. The Avalanche on a 4-game win streak. Last 3 games I've gone under the total. They are now 7-3 straight up in their last 10 games, while Arizona, they are 5-5 straight up all the way around the board. And looking at the Kogel tonight, 65%. You got Calgary hosting the Dallas Stars. Dallas not going to be they'll be in a fun mood. They're off a 2-0 victory over the Winnipeg Jets last game, and the 6-4 straight up in their last 10. While the Calgary Flames, they beat the Vegas Golden Knights 2 nights ago. 2-1 was the final, so maybe a letdown spot here for the Flames, and they are 5-5 last 10. I had them listed at plus 121, and you're getting probably close to fair market value. I had the Dallas Stars at minus 148, so the line looks all right here this evening, and I got Dallas beating Calgary 3.4 to 2.8, the over-under at 6.27, so we do have this game going under total. We got the Washington Capitals taking on the Anaheim Ducks. I got the Capitals beating actually losing to the Ducks, who are now 9-13 on the year on a 7-game losing streak, and Washington winning last night in Los Angeles. We'll see if there's a letdown spot here tonight at the Duck Pond, and I got Anaheim winning this one 3.6 to 2.8, the over-under at 6.47, so we do have this game going under the total, and we're going to give the Ducks a 72% chance of winning. All right, there's my good friend Lee Clark. Good morning, Ron. Morning, Bullpen. Pearls, baby. Just give him the pearls. Yeah, that's right. We'll give him the pearls, and we'll give him the money.
Show me the money!
Yeah, give them the wisdom. That's what we call the pearls, right? All right, so we do have Anaheim beating the Caps tonight. We'll see if that happens because Washington coming in 7-2. Actually, no, the 7-2. No, that'd be better than that. In the last 10, I think it's 8-2. All right, actually, you know what? What's the Washington last 10? Washington Capitals. Where is the standings? Oh, you know what? I know why I didn't. Okay, last night was a late game. I bet you it didn't take into the. All right, Washington Capitals. 7-2-1 last 10. All right, but yeah, I bet you that's because they played late last night. Probably didn't get inputted. All right, we got Vegas taking on Vancouver. -122 is the line. 6.5 is the total. I got Vancouver beating the Golden Knights, and that's going to be a great hockey game. You got Vancouver 15-8 on the season against. Wow, who would have thought that, if I didn't know the score was in front of me, the record, I would have thought Vegas had a better record. 14-9, but no way. Vancouver 15-8 on the season. They're 5-5 last 10. Yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights struggling in their last 10, 3-7 straight up, and against the point spread, 3-7 to the under. And I got a 57% co-goal this evening, and I got Vancouver excuse me, winning tonight 3.4 to 2.69. The over-under at 6.16. So we do have this game going under the total, and there you have it. That is your NHL roundup today for Thursday, November 30th. All right, you know what? Let's take a look at the standings in the National Hockey League. Let's take a look at the puck line. I'm going to show you a couple things you should be using here. One is the standings to see who's who in the zoo and who's doing really well in the puck line. This is one thing I like to do when I'm look at Vancouver in the puck line. 15-8. Philadelphia 15-7. Columbus 15-9. These are teams you should be looking at the puck line when they're an underdog. Detroit 14-7. Colorado not so much because they're an A-type team, defending Stanley Cup champions. They're always going to be overvalued and overpriced, right? Good morning, Ron and Bullpen. Opinions on the over with the Chicago Blackhawks game here this evening. All right, let me take a look at that game. Chicago Blackhawks against, where are they? Chicago, Detroit. Now, Detroit did play last night, and let me see who the probable starting goalies are this evening. And I don't know, Husso played last night, so I don't know if he's going to go back-to-back this evening. And let me see, Chicago. Come on, Ron. So, yeah, Peter Mrazek against James Reimer. I like Mrazek, though. He's not a bad goalie. 5-6 at 3.2 ERA. Goals against average, pretty high. That's a pretty high goals against. 9.06 save percentage. James Reimer, 2-2, 2.30 goals against. A little bit better in the goals against. Gottesberg's out. Larkin out. Kane left. Kane's already out. Is he injured already? Yep, told reporter you could play against. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, a lot of Chicago. Yeah, they need Tenorti. They need Hall back in the lineup. And Athanasiou. Yeah, they need those three back for sure. All right, so the total in this one tonight, I got 6.51, pretty tight. Detroit, let me see the 5-5. The Kogel's at 50%. 2 unders, 1 over. 4-2 to the over against C-type teams. Let me see here. The head-to-head history, 4-5-1. Yeah, nothing really. I don't know. Last time these two met, 4-3, 4-3, 4-2, 8-5. So a lot of history going over. You know what? Don't really feel it. I really don't feel it. So I'm not gonna. When in doubt, get out. That's my motto. I don't force picks. I really don't. The fact that Detroit played last night, and 3-2 loss to the Rangers, right? So they played pretty defensively, and but if you like the law of average theory, then you probably lean towards the over here this evening. But Detroit, let me see. Detroit at home against C-type teams. So, here's that system I was telling you guys. Oh, wait, it's already out. So that system, road favorites coming off a 1-goal loss, 17-5 right now in the season, right? So keep an eye on that. Let me go to my strength of schedule database. All right, let me go to my strength of schedule database. Let's do Chicago NHL first. All right, let's go Chicago. Overall at home. against C-type teams. They're playing the C-type team, right? Yeah. And we'll do last 10. Probably going back to last year. All right. Let me see here. 4 and 6, 5 and 5. Yeah, we're not getting any luck here. And the average line is 6.1. Yeah, you know what? Don't like the over. Don't love the under. And let me see what the calculator says. ATS calculator, NHL. Let's do Detroit. Chicago at Detroit. And survey says 6.05. Yeah, maybe the under is where you want to go. That's my my opinion.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
All right, let's get to the 80% Club. And 80% Club brought to you by the Raymond Report. And you can get the Raymond Report each and every day right here, ATS Stats.
We're talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice. Practice, man. I mean, how silly is that?
Yeah, we're talking about the 80% Club stats, courtesy of the Raymond Report. Again, you can get the Raymond Report right now. Use promo code Friday, all uppercase. Get 50% off your membership today using promo code Friday, all uppercase, and get 50% off your next membership. And you know what? That I'm going to let that go for one more week. And if you want to take advantage of the 1 year membership, it's only $49.99, and you get 1 year of all the Raymond Reports. All right, look at this. Oklahoma as a home team last 5 years. During the month of November, coming off a Western Conference opponent, 18-4 against the point spread. That's pretty good. Chicago, the Bulls, and a 6.5 to 9 point home underdog versus conference opponent before a non-conference game. They are 8-2 straight up. And if you like Minnesota on the Thursdays before a non-division game, well, they're only 30-4 straight up in that situation. And the let me see here. We got Brooklyn as a home favorite last 3 years, and they're 4-3 in the 4-3 cycle. Last 7, 12-2 to the over. And let me see if I have any other good stats and trends to share with you. And let's go up here. Milwaukee as a road favorite versus Chicago, 12-3 straight up and against the point spread. So when the Milwaukee Bucks are a road favorite against the Bulls last 15 games, they're only 12-3 straight up and against the number. Let's go to the NHL and let's go get those 80% Club stats for tonight's National Hockey League. And you can see right here, the speaking of Chicago, when the Blackhawks are on the road and they're an underdog against Detroit. Wow, look at that, 14-1. Against the puck line. That's a mic drop right there. Hey, the Chicago Blackhawks road underdog against Detroit, 14-1, the old puck line. And the Buffalo Sabres, if you like the puck line like Who's Mizzou does, the network, Buffalo as a road underdog on a Thursday after a non-division game coming off a 2-game road stand, 13-1 against the puck line. Calgary Flames is a home dog on 2 days rest coming off a win, 11-2 puck line. Hey, you know what, guys? If you're looking to maybe do like a 2-3 game team parlay puck line, check out the Raymond Report stats to confirm your indicators, right? And get those stats. Look at this. Calgary is a home underdog, 2 days rest after a conference game, 20-4 in the puck line. Man, a lot of puck line advantage tonight. If you like the over tonight in the Islanders game, anytime they're a road underdog during the month of November, the last 3 years, 12-3 to the over. And if you like the Philadelphia Flyers on the puck line as a home underdog last 5 years, lost their last game by 3 goals or less, and they're 1-2 in their last 3, 19-3 on the old puck line. All right, there you have it. That is the Raymond Report 80% Club stats, and you can get those stats each and every day right here, atsstats.com. And if you're interested in my premium picks, you can get them today at the website. Just click on this, premium picks. But if you are a member of ATS Stats, you can also get the underdog play of the day, which was New Orleans last night. The NHL pick, which we won with the Rangers. The NBA pick, we lost with Phoenix. And you get all the selections right here at atsstats.com. Come and check out the new features inside the numbers. And you know what? You're gonna want to check this out right here. The Chicago Blackhawks. We give you all the measurables going into tonight's game, and it gives you a snapshot if the numbers or the core of the Raymond Report is leaning towards a certain side or total into your selections. and then we give you a summary right down here on who we like in these two games. All right, there you have it. That is the Rain Report today for Thursday, November 30th. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. If you did enjoy the show, please hit that like button. And man, I feel like Vince Scully sometimes doing this show alone. Hey, it's a good thing. And you know what? I didn't even have any coffee this morning. I did this all friggin' orange juice. Hey, normally I have my cup of coffee in the morning, but you know what? I was saying I'm gonna have some orange juice this morning. And yeah, just in a way we went. Hey, just 1 hour of rambling. Well, 54 minutes of rambling, stumbling, tumbling, rumbling. And hopefully we got you guys some good winning information. You know what? The name of the game is information. And if we can provide you the general knowledge, the knowledge is power. And if you got the power, you got the, hey, I feel like a Scarface movie here. You got the power, you get the money. Yeah. But, hey, at the end of the day, you got to have resources and you got to have a belief system. And you got to say to yourself, when was the last time I cashed out of my sports book? When was the last time I had a really good winning run? And at the end of the day, what do you want? Right? You want one thing.
I want winners.
And that's what we do right here at the Rain Report. All right. Have yourself a great Thirsty Thursdays. I'll be back tomorrow with Gil the Thrill Melendez of Frogtown Sports. Hey, the Heisman Frog will be in the house, and we'll talk about his games going in this weekend. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back shortly with another Rain Report. Harry Carey.
Hello again, everybody. Harry Carey from Wrigley Field on a beautiful day for baseball.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man.
Joe own the Chiefs.
Owns.
Owns.
I don't know.
Struggling. Can we have fun? You're damn right. I demand that we have fun.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
Straight cash, homie.
Holy cow!
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
What the hell's going on out here?
Woo!
If you smile, but the rock is cooking.
That's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so.
Let's go to eat a goddamn snack.
Hey, yeah, what you look over there?